This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is.
We do have a rare view of Milwaukee for you. It comes from the other side of Lake Michigan. Now check out this picture. It's of the city lights that were taken last Thursday night in Muskegon, Michigan, some 70 miles away from Milwaukee. So why does Milwaukee look so close? Well, scientists have a name for it, but it's best explained as simply a mirage.
It is cool.
Oh,
I know if Jesse,
that is amazing.
If Jesse Ritker were not off today, she would tell us the exact
She'd have some more
term
details
they
on
use
that,
for
yes.
that.
And what you're seeing here is a mirage. We typically would not be able to see this from the Lake Michigan shore. We talked about this last night. Conditions are right on the lake that we're actually seeing a mirage of the Chicago skyline.
We've covered presupposed Earth radius, pressure without a container, angular resolution, perspective hijacking Earth curve. We've covered Boyle's law. We've covered diffraction limit. The one thing we haven't touched on was mirages. Give us the most ridiculous excuse of a mirage that you've had.
Well, the mirage is an interesting one because this is probably one of my favourite points to make as a flat earther, especially when someone says there's no proof of flat earth. So I'll give you an example. We'll use Ranty and one of his images. So he has a picture of a clock tower at about 20 miles at Barrow-in-Furness, and it's just a picture of a clock. Now, as a flat earther, I look at this picture and say, clock at 20 miles. That's the end of my explanation. As a flat earther, I can make that statement. I'll say it again. Clock at 20 miles. Now, if you're a fundamentalist religious zealot, then that's not a clock at 20 miles. That would be a slightly looming, non-standard refraction hyena holographic projection of a clock from behind the reified edge of a sphere based on an R value and a begging the question proof of nothing perspective hijacking curve calculator to turn a clock which seems to be there into a clock which is not actually there. That's what you have to assert if you're a globehead. So it's not a clock, it's a holographic projection of a clock from behind the reified edge of an Earth curve based on a begging the question proof of nothing perspective hijacking curve calculator. As opposed to me, that's a globehead explanation. I say clock, 20 miles.
You're the man, Nath. You are the man. I love the way it's the way you it's the way you say it. It's the way you say it. It's just you serve people like the Wimbledon final beautifully. It's poetry in motion. It genuinely is.
It is.
A soundbite classic.
This will bend the image of that skyline back towards the viewer. This will bend the image of that skyline back towards the viewer. This will bend the image of that skyline back towards the viewer.
Well, it's like pear-shaped. So, Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the pole. So it's not actually a sphere. No. It's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. No. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than over.
Hell no!
In fact, as I was talking to the folks from Sempra, they were explaining that this location is almost optimal for solar power generation. Not only because transmission lines were already here. The sun is traveling. There's no haze. It's absolutely clear. And so this is an extraordinary opportunity for the community.
This will bend the image. This will bend the image.
A little chubbier.
Yeah. Chubby's a good word. It's like pear-shaped.
This will bend the image of that skyline back towards the viewer.
If some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail, and if these guys were around when Columbus set sail, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They'd be charter members of the Flat Earth Society.